Jason had just moved into an old apartment on the outskirts of the city. The rent was cheap, too cheap for a place with 3 bedrooms. The landlord, an elderly man named Mr. Wilkins, gave him only one warning before handing over the keys. Never open the door at the end of the hallway, no matter what happens. Jason dismissed it as an old man's superstition or a weird quirk, but on his first night, he started to sense something was wrong. At midnight, he was woken by a soft knocking from the forbidden door. Knock, knock, knock. Just 3 knocks, no more. He ignored it and went back to sleep. The next night, the knocking returned, louder this time. Knock, knock, knock. Jason felt uneasy. He pressed his ear against the door, but there was no other sound besides the knocking. On the 3rd night, the sound changed. Now there was a whisper. Help me. Jason stepped back, his heart pounding. The voice was faint, desperate. By the 4th night, he couldn't take it anymore. Grabbing a flashlight and a kitchen knife, he slowly turned the handle of the forbidden door. It creaked open with a long, eerie sound. Inside, there was only darkness. A cold draft brushed against his skin, carrying a foul, rotting stench. With trembling hands, Jason pointed his flashlight inside, and then he saw her. A woman with decayed, rotting flesh, her hollow black eyes staring at him. Her body was thin and lifeless, like a corpse left to rot for years. Her mouth moved, forming one final word before she lunged at him. "Thank you." Then everything went black. The next morning, the landlord found the door locked again. There was no trace of Jason anywhere. The only thing left was the lingering stench of decay seeping from behind the forbidden door. That night, the knocking returned.